नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो
Hare Krishna.
नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
Hare Krishna.
हरे राम
Welcome back.
राम
Hare Krishna.
राम हरे हरे
Welcome, welcome.
We'll wait 2 more minutes.
नमामीश्वरं
Okay. Okay.
सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले राजमनं यशोदाभियोलुगलादवमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो नृत्यगोप्या रुदन्दं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्दम् कराम्बोजयुग्मेन सदङ्गनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकं पात्रिरेखाङ्गकण्डा स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निबध्यन्दमख्यापयन्दम् तदीयेषु दज्ञेषु भक्तैर्जिनत्वं पुनः प्रेमदस्तं सदा भक्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशादभिः इदं ते वपुर्नादगोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य वीरस्तं किमन्ये इदं ते मुखाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीलैर्वृदं कुण्डलैस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्याभिरास्तामलं लक्षलाभै नमो देवदामोदरानन्दविष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नं कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यादिदीनं वदानो गृहाणेश मामद्य कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्तैव यत्त्वात् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च तदा प्रेमभक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुधाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाद दाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम् हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Welcome all devotees for our
Hare Krishna.
Karthik month special program. We are doing Chardham Parikrama with His Grace Akinchana Krishna Prabhu. We are in the 4th day today, and today we will be going to visit Kedarnath and additional topic Pandavas and Himalayas. So we will not waste our time. So Prabhuji is from India and it is already 9:30 there. So His Grace Akinchana Krishna Das Prabhu is a disciple of His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Sai Maharaj, and he is the temple president for Vellur Temple in Chennai. So we are so fortunate to have Prabhuji with us and to take all of us to these wonderful dhams. So on behalf of all the assembled devotees and Kanya Desh Yatra, we wish to welcome Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times all together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Over to Akinchana
Yes.
Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. You're able to hear, na, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear.
Okay. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Budale Srivare Bhakti Vikas Swami Ramane Namaste. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Budale Srivare Bhakti Vedanta Swami Ramane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhashatya Desadarane Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gauravakta Vranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Happy welcome for all the devotees to the 4th day of this particular Yatra. So we are doing virtual Yatra. If we have done physically Yatra in reality, naturally it may have taken 2 more days to visit this holy place, Gupta Kasi. So Gupta Kasi, it is another holy city in the Uttarakhand state, nearby Kedarnath. It's a very important city, holy city, which is the base staying place for visiting Kedarnath. It's a long distance. It's a long way from our previous destination, Uttarakasi. It is approximately 200 kilometers, 195 kilometers distance from our previous holy destination, Uttarakasi. So on the land side, a kilometer of 200 kilometers may look a very short distance, but in the hilly, dangerous route of Himalayas, it takes minimum 7 to 8 hours for traveling from Uttarakasi to Guptakasi. So generally when we go there, we will start in a very early morning itself, around some 4 o'clock, something like that. Otherwise, after morning prasadam, we will start travel from Uttarakasi and we will start traveling towards Guptakasi. It will take complete 1 day for traveling. Just we have to come and take rest in Guptakasi. That is the only alternative. So Guptakasi, there are so many places known as Kasi. Even though Varanasi, Kasi in the state of Uttar Pradesh is the main Kasi. So yesterday I forgot to tell that particular point. Actually speaking, there are so many Kasis, especially in South India also we can see so many Kasis. Dakshina Kasis are there. I will mention the names of other Kasis in the different parts of India. One place in Tamil Nadu, 2 places in Tamil Nadu, they are known as Dakshina Kasi of Bharatavarsha. One is known as Tenkasi holy place near Kuchalam Falls in Tamil Nadu, where my humble self took birth in the year of 1970. Another famous place visited by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Tamil Nadu. Both of these places are visited by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu during his visit to Tamil Nadu, which is known as very famous place known as Virthachalam in the northern part of Tamil Nadu. That is also known as Dakshina Kasi of Bharatavarsa. The eastern Kasi of Bharatavarsa is known as Bhubaneswar, a very important holy place that we have to visit before visiting famous Jagannath Puri Dham. Lord Chaitanya visited this Bhubaneswar, even though it houses the deity of Lord Shiva. There is a very big, beautiful temple of Lord Shiva constructed by the Kalinga kings there. So this Bhubaneswar has relationship with this Gupta Kasi. Gupta Kasi is considered as identical with this Bhubaneswar in Orissa. So Gupta Kasi, it's a very holy town. It is situated in the Rudraprayag district of Uttarakhand state. Uttarakhand state has more or less like something like 12 to 15 districts. So in this particular Gupta Kasi, we have to visit 2-3 important temples. The first and foremost important temple is known as again Vishwanath temple, Kasi Vishwanath temple. So here the main predominating deity is Lord Shiva naturally. It's relatively a big temple when compared to the other relatively small sized temples of Uttarakhand state. Very big beautiful temple made of stone structure. Just like we enter inside the temple of some ordinary typical temple of Lord Vishnu, two Dwara Balagas, Jai and Vijay, they protect the Garbhagraha, playing the role of bodyguards or security guards for the Garbhagraha of Lord Vishnu's Vaikuntha. So in the same way, there 2-3 bodyguards like Veerabhadra, they guard the deity room. So the particular feature of this Vishwanath temple is that when we go inside the temple, in front of the temple there is a small pond is there. So near the pond there are 2 cow-faced shape, we can say deities or structures are there. So through the mouth of this cow situated on both sides of this small pond, water will be always gushing out. Water will be coming down actually. Amazingly, these 2 waters are completely different in color, taste, aroma and everything. So it is said that through the mouth of one cow, Ganges water emanates and enters inside the beautiful holy pond. Through the mouth of another holy cow, deity cow or something like that, structure of a cow face, Yamuna comes there. So it's a mixture of Yamuna water and Ganges water. You can take bath or spring the water of that holy pond on your head before entering inside the temple. So the same city, Gupta Kasi, has another temple known as Ardhanariswara temple. So Ardhanariswara is a pastime done by Lord Shiva. We know the story. He gave half of his body to his chaste wife Parvati Devi. So the same deity, offside you can see the beautiful feminine form of Parvati. Half of the form will be male masculine form of Lord Shiva. There is one temple in Mayapur Dham also like this. There is another famous temple in South India in Tamil Nadu known as Sankaran Koil. There also this Ardhanariswaran temple is there. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited this Sankaran Koil, Ardhanariswaran temple in Tamil Nadu in southern portion of India, which is also very nearby to this famous Tenkasi, Dakshina Kasi, situated in the Tamil Nadu Kerala border of Tamil Nadu state. So in India, in 2-3 places you can see the form of Lord Shiva like that. 50% male Lord Shiva form, male form, masculine, and 50% Parvati form, feminine form. This Guptakasi is a very important holy town. The reason is this place a base for visiting the very important holy site Kedarnath, the abode of Lord Shiva. And the pastime of Pancha Kedar. There are 5 Kedarnath temples are there, situated in different parts of this Rudragand districts of Rudraprayag district of Uttarakhand state. So this pastime is related with Pandavas naturally. So after the battlefield of Gupta means we know the story. We know that that particular word is explained in the 9th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita as Guhya hai. Guhya means secret or not revealed, concealed. So Gupta means not concealed, it's concealed, it's not revealed. It's a secret. What is a secret? So after the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Pandavas wanted to atone for their sinful activities. Of course, it's a general way of saying Mahabharata, a general way of speaking by the Shiva devotees of the Lord, by the Saivites and other sects of the Vedic culture. So Pandavas wanted to atone for their sins, but we know from Srimad Bhagavatam, they are pure devotees of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. So as they have not committed any sin at all, whatever activities they did, it was directly under the guidance of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Okay, anyway, to set an example for the common people, they want to atone for their sins committed knowingly or unknowingly in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So they went to Himalayas. They wanted to take the darshan of Lord Shiva to counteract their sins and asking for his forgiveness. So when Lord Shiva understood Pandavas are nearing, they are roaming, they are searching after him in different parts of Himalayas. So he concealed himself. He didn't want to give darshan of himself to Pandavas. So the general version of this pastime, a story is that people say that, Saivites say that, and other sects of Vedic culture, they say that Lord Shiva was not happy by the way Pandavas fought in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He thought they broke the dharma in so many places for the purpose of winning under the direction of Krishna. But it's a wrong misinterpretation of the particular pastime. The real version given by Vaishnava Acharyas and our Vaishnava way of understanding of that particular act of Shiva is that Shiva felt humiliated. He considered that Pandavas are the greatest devotees of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead than himself, as he did not like the idea that senior devotees and advanced devotees like Pandavas will make themselves humble in front of himself and accused him for atonement. He didn't like that idea. As he concealed himself, he didn't want to come in front of Pandavas at all. So it is said that in this particular place, Kuptakasi, he was grazing along with so many other cows in the form of a bull. So Pandavas were, after so much of siege, they came to this particular place. They were taking rest. They were looking at these cow communities grazing beautifully in the foothills of the mountain. So there they happened to see a beautiful bull, big bull, and Bhima was very intelligent amongst all the Pandavas. He was the incarnation of Vayu Bhagavan. He was able to understand this particular bull is Lord Shiva. So he took a so huge form, and under his feet, he allowed all the cows to return back to their homes. And the big bull came. He captured the bull. But Lord Shiva wanted to escape. He practically escaped, but somehow or other, he captured the backside hump portion, the raised portion of that particular bull, and it is said that the Lord Shiva revealed himself to the Pandavas. So when we go to Kedarnath, we can see in the Kedarnath temple, it's a Shiva temple. It is said that in India, previously there were 64 Jyotirlingas were there. There is a concept known as Jyotirlinga Shiva temples in the path of Saivite Bhakti, Shiva Bhakti. So now there are 12 important Jyotirlinga temples are so important in the Saivite sect of Vedic culture. So amongst all these Jyotirlingas, this Kedarnath Jyotirlinga is considered as a very important auspicious Shivalinga for the Shiva devotees of the Lord. But at the same time, amazingly, if you visit this Kedarnath temple, there is no Shivalinga in that particular temple at all. It is not like a linga form. On the other hand, it is just a rock. There is one rock is there, a piece of rock that they worship as Shivalinga with great adoration, respect, and everything. In fact, when we come to Kedarnath, I will explain the story. So, but it is just a backside portion of the hum portion of a big bull, beautiful bull. That's all. There is no Shivalinga at all. So, this particular Guptakasi temple that we visited, Vishwanath temple, was praised, sung by the famous devotees of Dravida Desa, Shiva devotees of Dravida Desa known as Nayanmars. So we should know about them a little bit. So previously, thousands of years back, in the portions of South India like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, a sect of great devotees of Lord Vishnu appeared. They are known as Alvars. Amongst the Alvars, 12 Alvars are very important in our Vaishnava line. So they glorified the Lord in so many ways. Their prayers and songs are composed in a book known as Nalayira Divya Prabandham, which every Tamilian has to read and release. So in our course of our travel in the Himalayas, we will come across, especially tomorrow, we will come across many temples visited by Alvars also, which are known as Divya Desam, 108 important Divya Desam by the Vaishnava devotees of India. In the same way, there is a sect of important Shiva devotees, 64 devotees, they appeared in different parts of Tamil Nadu and other states. They traveled here and there in different parts of India. They glorified Lord Shiva, which is the predominating deity in so many Shiva temples in India. So still we can see the Tamil Pasurams, poems written in this particular Guptakasi temple, sung by one of the important Nayanmar known as Trinyana Sambandar. Amazingly, many of the Nayanmars, they visited all the temples in Tamil Nadu, but there are so many important temples of Shiva situated in different parts of Sri Lanka also. So Manibhushana Prabhu can sometime arrange some Zoom program so that we can make a virtual tour to the different parts of Sri Lanka in which Lord Ram did many pastimes. In some places are connected with the Ravana, and there were so many important Shiva temples because it was a kingdom of Ravana. There are so many important temples of Shiva situated in different parts of present Sri Lanka, which has so many beautiful stories related with Ramayana or Ravana. So amazingly, Nayanmars, they recited different pasurams or poems on the Shiva deities of Sri Lanka also. So in the same way, some devotees of Nayanmars, some devotees of Shiva, some Nayanmars, they didn't move the outer boundary of Tamil Nadu, but situated in Tamil Nadu itself, they recited so many poems on the deities of Shiva deities of Himalaya also, especially Kedarnath. That we will see when we come to Kedarnath. So Gupta means concealed, secret. So not only one Kedarnath, there are 5 Kedarnaths are there because Shiva took the bull form. So the hum appeared at Kedarnath. The face of the Lord Shiva in the form of a bull appeared outside in the place known as Rudranath. His arms appeared at Durganath. His stomach appeared at Madhyamaheswar. His locks of hair appeared at Kalpeswar. So naturally, these 5 places are known as Panchakedar or 5 Kedars of Uttarakhand district. Kedarnath, Rudranath, Tunganath, Madhyamaheswar and Kalpeswar. So naturally, this Kuptakasi city is situated on the bank of beautifully Mandakini river, which will join the basic Ganga known as Alakananda river, which flows from Badrinath down in a place known as Rudraprayag. So now we start our journey from Kuptakasi towards Kedarnath, which is considered as the most difficult journey amongst all the trekking routes or traveling routes of this Chardham Yatra. Generally speaking, we can understand the difference in vibration and mood between the dhams of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. Generally, the places of Lord Shiva is very difficult to reach. It needs a lot of tapasya to reach there. So much problems we have to encounter, and it is like that. And the vibration is different from Vishnu Dham, like Badrinath. One can understand the difference in the vibration also, in the mood of devotion also. And it's very difficult to reach Kedarnath. We have to either go by walking only 22 kilometers from Kuptakasi. From Kuptakasi, we have to reach a place known as Gauri Kund. That's a very important Kund pod related with Parvati Devi. From Gauri Kund, we have to go by walking, very difficult route, either by walking or either traveling on pony horses. Finally, we can reach Kedarnath, a very difficult place to reach. There we can see the temple of Kedarnath temple established by Pandavas again. Otherwise, we have an option from a small town nearby Kuptakasi. In that town known as Fata, there are so many helicopter operating services are available. From there, we can take helicopter services also. We can reach Kedarnath also. But that is also not a very easy thing. The helicopter services are not available. The climate was always changing. Within 5-10 minutes, it will change. Last week, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh visited the holy shrine of Kedarnath by helicopter. But because of the climatic condition, even he was forced to stay inside the Kedarnath temple for 10 hours. He had to wait for 10 hours for his return journey. It's not a very easy journey, very difficult journey, very dangerous journey. So we proceed from Kuptakasi towards, suppose, let us by walking, assume, towards Kedarnath. First, we visit a very important place known as Gauri Kund. It's a very important place. Here there is a big pond. It used to be. In the year 2013, we know that a big calamity happened there. So much water came in the Mandakini river. It destroyed everything. So this kund also got destroyed. But it's a very important kund because in this particular place, Parvati Devi did penances for getting married with Lord Shiva. So in her previous birth, we know she was a daughter of Prajapati Daksha. She got insulted in the sacrificial arena of Prajapati Daksha, especially Prajapati Daksha insulted Lord Shiva. We hear from Srimad Bhagavatam. Then she felt insulted. She committed spiritual suicide there. Then Lord Shiva got so much angry. And then again, in the next birth, she took birth as the daughter of the king of this whole Himalaya mountain, Himavati region. So she is known as Himavati also. So first she tried to entice Shiva for getting married with him. It was an attempt of failure. Then she started doing so much tapasya here for the purpose of achieving the hand of Lord Shiva. Finally, in this particular place, Lord Shiva agreed to become the husband of Parvati Devi. Of course, India's tip coats, which is also famous for the same Sthala Purana, Kanyakumari. It is said that Parvati Devi inside, it is a place to visit by every Indian, Kanyakumari, the utmost, the topmost, downmost portion of India. So if you inside the ocean, situated some 2-3 kilometers away from the seashore of India, there is a big rock. Now there is a memorial of Swami Vivekananda there, unfortunately. But there it is said that Parvati Devi meditated for a long time to get the hand of Lord Shiva. But Vaishnava Acharyas again differ in their opinion. After 2-3 days, we are going to give a lecture about Rameswaram virtual Yatra in the same forum. There also this difference of opinion will be explained by my humble self from so many different perspectives. So in the Kanyakumari, it is said that generally it is said that Mother Parvati did meditation there for getting married with Lord Shiva. But actually, if you you can see a small temple inside the Vivekananda Memorial, which is known as Sripada Mandir. Actually, Lakshmi meditated there for getting the hand of Lord Vishnu. So it is before the construction of Swami Vivekananda Mandir there used to be a big temple of Sriji Mandir, Sripada Mandir there, and Vaishnavas used to go there. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj said that this is known as Kanyakumari because a particular Gopi meditated here for getting the hand of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, something like that. So like that, Vaishnavas differ in opinion like that. So here this Gauri Kund is so much important for another reason. So nearby Gauri Kund, if you travel in the hill, very beautiful route, some 10 kilometers, we will reach a small beautiful village. In that particular village, it's a small, relatively big sized temple. When we see the average size temple of Uttarakhand region, there is a temple known as Triyuga Narayana temple, a temple of Lord Vishnu. It's a very, very important place one has to visit. Generally, devotees visit this place. Because during our last yatra, we went there. This temple is so much important because here in front of the deities of Narayana, Shiva and Parvati got married in this small village. So still one can see a stone slab where Shiva and Parvati, they sat together and they got married. So the marriage function was done in front of a big sacrificial fire. Still now, for crores of years, lakhs of years, still now the fire is continuously burning in that particular sacrificial altar. Devotees who are visiting there, they can buy some wood there, small pieces of wood, they can offer there, so that the fire is continuously burning still now. And especially one who is not getting married, they have to go there and they can get the blessings of Lord Shiva for marriage. So this place is very beautiful, this Triyuga Narayana temple, because the marriage was directly done under the guidance of Brahma, Lord Brahma. He was a chief priest in that particular marriage ceremony. So marriage of Lord Shiva and Parvati, it's a very important pastime in Vedic literatures. Still one can see in that particular village, there are so many small places, like we can say guest homes. There all the demigods, they came and stayed there because they came for the marriage ceremony. Brahma came along with his group of people, he stayed in some place, and Indra Bhagavan came along with the residents of Surgaloka, he was staying in one guest house, like that. So marriage happened, and we know the story that since everybody visited to the northern portion of Bharatavarsha, the southern portion lost the balance. So Lord Shiva called Agastya and he asked him to come down to the southern India. And on our way from, Rudraprayag to this particular place, actually Kuptakasi, one can see a small village known as Agastya Muni. That is the birthplace of Agastya Muni also. So Agastya, he is a great Rishi he comes in so many different pastimes of Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, and even Lord Rama also. So Agastya, of course, by his power of tapasya, he had so much weight. So he came down to the South India. So he stopped the growing of Vindhya mountain, which separates North India and South India. In so many places he did tapasya. He did tapasya in Haridwar. He did tapasya in so many places of Madhya Pradesh, Nasik. Finally, he came down to Tamil Nadu. He did tapasya in so many places. He did tapasya in the origin place of Kaveri also. Finally, he got settled in a place known as Papanasam in Tamil Nadu, which is the origin of the famous Tamarabarni river, which is considered non-different from Ganges. And there he stayed there. And when the marriage happened there in Trivikanarayana temple, and he was able to see the marriage ceremony sitting in the famous Podigai hills, which is the boundary for Tamil Nadu and Kerala. And he was sitting there and he saw the marriage from there to here. This Podigai hills is near to my native place. When I was a small boy, I used to go there during the day of his marriage day. And we can see by the mercy of the Lord, there the sandalwood paste will be thrown here and there, flowers will be scattered here and there. Still one can experience the same experience of a marriage. So naturally, Agastya, he was a founder and Acharya of Tamil language. Then this Mandakini river is so auspicious. In this particular Kuptakasi, Mandakini gets merged with Sona Ganga. It's a big hilly region, very big, we can say, a shallow portion is there. Then on the opposite side of the mountain, we can see another important place, small village known as Uhimat. And before explaining about the glories of this Uhimat, I will say another story of the Gauri Kund. So Gauri Kund is the Kund pond where I said that Parvati was doing so much tapasya for getting the hand of Lord Shiva. This is the place where Vinayaka, the elder son of Lord Shiva, first was beheaded by Lord Shiva. Then by the prayer of Parvati Devi, he was given the head of an elephant. Of course, we know this particular pastime. Parvati was taking bath along with her friends actually, and Vinayaka, her elder son, was kept as a custodian, guardian on the outside. Shiva came there. He forbid Shiva also to enter inside the pond. So he got so much angry, he beheaded his elder son. Then when Parvati understood, she became so much distressed, she started praying. Then by the mercy of Lord Shiva, an elephant was beheaded and he got the head of an elephant. From that time, Vinayaka is having the head of an elephant. So this particular pastime happened here in the Gauri Kund. So from Gauri Kund, one have to go by walking towards, just on the bank of the Mandakini river, we have to walk 22 kilometers to reach this famous important temple known as Kedarnath temple. So I have to speak about this Uhimat also. So just, it's a very beautiful shallow valley is there actually in the Uttarakasi, sorry, in the Guptakasi. On the opposite side, there is a beautiful mountain. That's a way tomorrow we will travel towards Badrinath. There is a small village known as Uhimat. It's a very important village for so many reasons actually. In this village Uhimat, actually, as I said, during the summertime, Badrinath temple is open for darshan. So the temple gets closed for winter season or cold season, snow season. The Utshavamurtis, they come down and stay in this particular village known as Uhimat. Tomorrow we are going to speak about the glories of Adi Shankara a little bit, not little bit, little more also. Because he played a very important role in the reconstructions of all these important temples in the Uttarakhand region. He personally brought Brahmanas, South Indian Brahmanas from Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, and he brought them to Uttarakhand state, and he gave them the charge of doing puja to the different important deities of this Uttarakhand region, like Yamunotri, Gangotri, even Badrinath. So their generation after generation, still now they are doing the puja. Now they may not be knowing the South Indian languages, but basically all of them, they got migrated from South India by the order of Sankara for taking the responsibility of doing the puja of Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, Deva Prayag, and so many other important temples in this Uttarakhand region. So by the mercy of Adi Sankara, still the puja standards are maintained in a very proper way, in a very strict way. He established a standard of worship for all the deities of this particular region. So like Ramanuja, he had done so much important service for our Vedic culture. So that we will discuss in a very detailed way tomorrow. This village, Uhimat, is very important for another reason also. Because here only the famous pastime of marriage of Anirudh and Usa happened. This is the place of Usa also. So Anirudh came from Dwaraka, she fell in love with Usa, and she got entrapped inside the palace of Banasura. And finally, Lord Ram came here. Lord Krishna came here. Then finally, marriage of Usha and Aniruddha happened here. So the particular place is known as Ramgarh or Randipur, some 5-6 kilometers away from this Uttakasi town actually. Then there is a very important story happened here, Nala Damayanti story. So Srila Prabhupada writes that the story of Nala and Damayanti from Mahabharata is very important. Of course, it does not have any spiritual value, but at the same time, we can understand so many points from the story of Nala and Damayanti. And I can tell the story in a very short way. Nala, he was the king of this Nisadas, or low-caste people living in the mountain in this particular area. But he was endowed with all the good qualities, even though he was a prince of a Nizada region. Damayanti is from very highly, he took birth in a very highly elevated Sadriya family. But hearing the quality of Nala, she fell in love with Nala. So Damayanti's Semaram ceremony was arranged by her father. She was the most chaste, beautiful, very qualified girl of that particular time. So naturally, by getting attracted by her feminine qualities, even Devadas wanted to marry her. That's a great thing actually. So she was a human lady, but even the Devadas, they wanted to marry her. So all the Devadas, mainly the important Devadas of Surgulaka, like Indra, Chandra, Varuna, they came down from Surgulaka to attend the marriage ceremony of, Swayamvara ceremony of Damayanti. Actually, it's an insult for them, but Damayanti was endowed with so many good qualities as he was able to attract even Devadas for her marriage. But Damayanti, she was very chaste. She made in her mind she will marry Nala, and she married Nala. She put her garland on the neck of Nala. Then we know it's a very long story. When Devadas become disturbed, they become envious, and they gave so much disturbances for both of them, and they got separated. It's a very beautiful long story. When I come to Kanya days, sometime we can take this class. Of course, even though it does not have any spiritual value, but very important points we can learn from this particular story. In all the Indian languages, we can hear so many poems about Nala and Damayanti. Finally, after building
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, yeah, came back. Okay.
Prabhuji, your mic is muted. Mic is muted.
Okay. Now it's okay now.
Yeah, now it's okay, Prabhuji.
So inside the temple, one can see the deities of Draupadi, all the five Pandavas, and many other things also. I will explain. So as I said, that linga is not a Siva linga, it's just a backside hum portion of a beautiful bull. One can touch and worship the linga.
Hare Krishna, again you are muted. Prabhuji, your mic is muted.
Okay.
Yeah, okay now.
So when we go there, we have to see these deities in a very careful way. All these five deities of Pandavas and Draupadi, they were sculptured in a very beautiful way, in the real dimension actually. So when we see the size of Yudhishthira Maharaj, when you come,
Hare Krishna, again your mic is got disconnected.
okay. So one has to go there and see the deities of all the Pandavas. Basically, Kedarnath means the lord of agricultural field. So there you can see a flat land.
Prabhuji, unable to hear. And also your
Okay.
video is off. Video
Yeah.
also you off now.
So Kedarnath means the lord of agricultural field. Frankly speaking, the lord of paddy field. So still now it's amazing. Generally, paddy does not grow in North India, but in that particular portion you can see some paddy field. So he is a lord of Shimaya, Nrsimha Bhagavani ki Bhakti Vignanasaya Nrsimha Bhagavani. So previously Lord Shiva used to stay in Badrinath, but by the order of Naranarayana Rishi, he came and he was allotted this particular place. Still now, in a merciful way, he is staying there. So in Kedarnath,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, you are muted again.
yeah.
Audio is not here.
Yeah. Some internet problem.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Okay, Prabhu? Okay? Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Now we
Thanks.
can hear Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay. So now we are standing in front of Kedarnath temple and hearing the glory of Kedarnath. Kedarnath basically means the lord of agricultural field, the lord of paddy field. And the Shiva devotees gives the interpretation, he is the lord of the field of liberation. He liberates people from the circle of birth and death. So previously, by the mercy of Naranarayana Rishi, the form of the Supreme Lord, Lord Shiva was allotted this particular place. So in the Kedarnath temple, we have to visit so many important places also. So this temple is constructed, it was constructed on the bank of Mandakini on the right side. On the back side of the
Prabhuji, again you are muted. Your microphone is in mute.
okay.
Okay, now.
So on the back portion of back side of the Kedarnath temple, we can visit if it is possible. The most important is Lord Sankaracharya's Samadhi Mandir. So there are two versions are there. Astavar Acharya, Vaishnava Acharya, Madhvacharya, Sankaracharya went back to spiritual world from Kedarnath. But as per the version of Shiva Acharyas, he died in Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu. So two different versions are there. Then we can visit that Samadhi Mandir of Shankara here. So again, there were a series of poems, a composition of poems written by Nayanmas devotees of Tamil Nadu. This particular temple is glorified in so many ways. Even though it is said that the devotees of Lord Shiva of Tamil Nadu, they never visited this particular place. But this temple is glorified by themselves in so many ways. And some other interpretation is there, they visited also. So Kedar is paddy field, is a field of liberation as per the version of devotees of Shiva. So the head portion of that particular bull appeared in Rudranath. As per Madhva, Shankara disappeared here. And there is a small village known as Pandukeswar near this Uttarakasi. Sorry, Guptakasi. It is the place where the king Pandu died. We know the story from Mahabharata. Pandu embraced his wife Kunti and finally he died actually. There are 12 important Jyotirlingas in different parts of India. So we'll give the name. Somanath in Gujarat, Mallikarjuna in Sri Sailam in Andhra Pradesh, Mahakaleshwar in Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh, Omkareshwar in a town known as Gandu in Madhya Pradesh, Kedarnath in the Uttar Pradesh district of Uttarakhand state, Bhimasankar is a very important Jyotirlinga in the state of Maharashtra, Vishwanath, Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh, then Tribhangeswar in Nasik, Vaidyanath in Jharkhand district, Nageswar in Dwaraka. Oh, I forgot to say, when we go to Dwaraka, near that Gobi Kund, we can visit this particular temple, Nageswar in Dwaraka also. Then Ramanath Swami temple in Ramanathapuram, Rameswaram in Tamil Nadu. Then Jnaneswar temple in Avanti. So now we will speak a little bit about Pandavas. So the great devotees of Pandavas, they have so much close relationship in this Himalaya region actually. So tomorrow we are going to visit the birthplace of Pandavas. That particular place known as Pandavapuram, situated
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, again it is got muted. Akinchana Prabhu, your mic
okay.
is muted.
So okay, Prabhu now.
Yeah, okay.
So Pandavas, they appeared in this hilly region. Then then they came here. Oh, so many things happened in their life in the Himalayas. Then Arjuna came here for doing tapasya. During their vanavas, they came here. So when they came here during the vanavas, only Arjuna, he went to Sargoloka in a particular place in Himalaya to Sargoloka. First he went there for doing tapasya. Then after doing tapasya, he went in the same body to Sargoloka. So Pandavas were meeting in one place in Himalayas. Then again, Indradev brought Arjuna from Sargoloka to this Bhuloka in that particular place. That place I name I will tell after the next day. Then the place where did Arjuna Tapasya is situated in one part of Himalayas. Then we know the famous story that Bhima was going up for picking up a flower for Draupadi. So there Hanuman took the form of an old monkey and he was lying down there, and Bhima in a very careless way, he tried to cross him, but he was unable to even move the tail of that monkey. That particular pastime happened in one place. That place is in Himalayas. There Bhima's Ahangar got destroyed by the mercy of Hanuman. Then finally, Pandavas came here to Badrinath. And after Badrinath, they went up to a village known as Surga Arohana. Still one can see that particular village. So it is said that all the Pandavas, they left this material world from that particular place, known as Surga Arohana. So on our way, tomorrow we will see that particular place. From Badrinath, when you walk towards Vyasa Guha, the place of the Guha or cave of Vyasadev, so one can see Saraswati river only there, nowhere else. So previously Saraswati river was flowing and merging with Ganga and Yamuna in Allahabad, in Prayagraj. But now there only we can see still Saraswati river flowing for some 5-6 kilometers, then entering inside again, and it's invisible, incognito. So there we can see, for going to Surga, Bhima took a very big piece of rock that is known as Bhima boulder, and only Pandavas crossed the Saraswati river. They went up and they ascended to the spiritual world, Surgoloka, to their original positions in the higher planetary system from a particular village known as Surga Arohana. There still one can see a very beautiful falls also. In this way, this particular place was purified by the touch of the lotus feet of Pandavas also. So many pastimes were related, practically speaking, each and every temple. It was related with the story of Pandavas. Still in this particular region, the local inhabitants of this mountain region, especially in front of Kedarnath temple, they used to come once in a year and they will dance and sing in their local languages, enact
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, again muted.
So many stories of Srimad Bhagavatam, they are connected with this particular holy dham, Badrinath. So we will visit Badrinath, then we will come down and visit a very important holy place known as Josimat. Then from Josimat, we will travel down and visit many places, finally Devaprayag, and finally we will reach Rishikesh and Haridwar, from where we started our Yatra some 3-4 days back. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you very much for taking all of us to all these places from Guptakashi to Kedarnath and Gaurikund, Agastya's place, and the Naladamayanti stories. So, thank you very much. Anybody is having any doubts or any questions or any comments? Please, you can ask now. Hare Krishna.
Any questions, Prabhu?
Any questions? Anybody? Any doubts? You can clarify now. Okay. Asimant Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam.
Dadatam.
Prabhuji, you can do the vote of thanks to Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you for giving opportunity. Good. Hare Krishna. 1 minute. Hare Krishna. On behalf of Kanai Prabhuji, we are thanking Prabhuji. Today's Yatra was wonderful. You explained many important places of the Chardham Yatra today, and especially Kedarnath. Also, I'm all points remembering you taken us actually Yatra through 3 years back. We were in that, and then I am remembering actually you are telling like Kedarnath, where by helicopter, we can't come back, weather problems and all. Actually, we stayed back that our full family because of weather problem. You may be remembering, Prabhuji. And I'm actually just we were remembering that incident. And Prabhuji, actually, thank you for giving your time and giving your association for us. And we'll chant for 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra for today's association, Prabhuji, and behalf of Kanai devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
What was the question, Prabhu?
Hare
Hare
Hare,
What was the question, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So what was the question, Prabhu?
There was no question, Prabhuji. I was just explaining one incident. That's all.
Okay.
When we went
What
to
is-
Kedarnath, actually, you are explaining that we 3 years back or 4 years back, that helicopter, we were unable to come back night time. We were stayed in a few devotees that time. You may be remember, Prabhuji. That incident I was just explaining.
Okay. Kedarnath Yatra is always troublesome. Huh? Today also Yatra is troublesome.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Okay, Prabhu. Thanks, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna devotees. Tomorrow, Prabhuji will be covering Badrinath, and
Yeah,
Prabhuji is planning to travel to Rameshwaram. So our class will be start at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Please join us at 6 p.m. Sorry for the inconvenience, because Prabhuji want to catch the bus, night bus. So please join at 6 p.m. onwards. Thank you.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Thanks. Hare Krishna.
Vancha, we'll do Ashna Pranam. Vancha
Yeah.
दाना पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Chardham Yatra ki jai, Akinchana Krishna Prabhu ki jai. Let's go. Hare Krishna, we will be proceeding with the Deepdan. Sadananda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Anandeshwara Prabhu and Sarvadita Mataji in Salmia.
Okay,
They are organizing.
Good.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Who is going to sing?
Today's Damodar Aarti at Srija Mataji and Hari Prabhuji house in Salmia Prabhuji.
Okay, Hari Bol.
And Seju Prabhuji also there with children's.
Okay. Hari Bol. So who is going to sing?
Sivanand and Anaya Prabhuji.
Okay, very good. Yes, we can start now.
Swamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Bhajamanam Yeshodaviyo Lokaladhavamanam Paramrishtamathyantado Brityagodya Yukmam Rachandam Karambojayukmena Sakhosham nimajandamakhyapayantam Yadiyeshidajneshu bhaktaijidatvam Puna prematastam sada vritti vande Varam deva moksham na mokshavadem va Natanyam vineham varashadaviha Varam deva moksham na mokshavadem va Nachainyam vineham varashadaviha Idam deva purnata gopala balam Sada me manasya virasanti ane Idam deva purnata gopala balam
सदा मे मनस्य विराष्ट्रमुखमानये
विरमे मुगाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीले ऋतं तुङ्गलक्ष्मीकरैश्वगोप्या
मुगाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीले ऋतं तुङ्गलक्ष्मीकरैश्वगोप्या
मुहुशुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनस्य विरसमलं लक्षलाभे
मुहुशुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनस्य विरसमलं लक्षलाभे
नमो देव दामोदरानन्द विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाभिमग्नम्
नमो देव दामोदरानन्द विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाभिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यादिदिनं वदानु गृहाणेशमामज्ञायदृष्ट्या कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यादिदिनं वदानु गृहाणेशमामज्ञायदृष्ट्या कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमुखैव यद्वा त्वया मोहितो भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमुखैव यद्वा त्वया मोहितो भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च प्रेम भक्तिं सदा मे प्रयच्छ
नमो श्रीग्रहो
मे श्रीदामोदरेह प्रेम भक्तिं सदा मे प्रयच्छ नमो श्रीग्रहो मे श्रीदामोदरेह
नमस्ते
सुदाम्ने स्फुरादित्तिदाम्ने तदियोदराय विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमस्ते सुदाम्ने स्फुरादित्तिदाम्ने तदियोदराय विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकाये तदीय प्रियाये नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं नमो राधिकाये तदीय प्रियाये नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं नमो राधिकाये तदीय प्रियाये नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राम जय राधा
दामोदर राधा दामोदर राम जय यशोद दामोदर जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव सद्गुरु हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल सद्गुरु हरि बोल
श्री श्री दामोदर हस्टन की
जय
महाराज की श्री प्रभात की
जय
गौर प्रमाण All glories to Guru Gauranga. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Guru Maharaj. All glories to Sri Prabhupada.
जय श्री प्रभात
Om Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhagavate Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा जी
Hare Krishna.
यस
Hare
जी
Krishna. So, local glorification is going to do now.
यस जी
You will be doing the class locally, na?
वी डिड प्रभु जी Saju
Hare
Prabhuji took the
Krishna.
class Prabhuji in Malayalam Prabhuji.
Okay, okay. So we will conclude here. As we
Yes,
mentioned,
Prabhuji.
tomorrow's class will be at 6 p.m. 6 to 7 will we have the class, then we will do the arati. So please join at 6 p.m. all devotees. So thank you very much for all your participation for today's session. We will conclude with Vaishnava Pranam. Vacha kalpatarubhyascha
तदनुपश्च कृपा सिन्धोऽपि यवच प्रधानभावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
नंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री दामोदराष्टकम की जय, श्री दामोदर मंत्र की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि
हरे हरि बोल
के हरे कृष्णा। Go
हरे
ahead.
कृष्ण
We can proceed.